Inviting on your radio, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. It is the 16th of April of 2026. And we have got a lovely day in store, obviously. 85 degrees with partly cloudy skies, mostly sunny, really. 89 tomorrow, a little more cloudage, kind of keeps that heat in. 86 on Saturday, then rain Saturday night, and 70 on Sunday.
That's going to feel good, a little bit of a cool down.
There is a 20% chance of rain in the forecast today. And there's a 100% chance that we are going to now go to Pete Hegseth at the, hold on, first I have to flip this thing over here. There we go.
There you go.
Yes, Pete Hegseth at the Pentagon, who is doing a briefing on how Operation Epic Fury is going. Let's give it a listen, shall we?
With your movement to our watchful eye. We are locked and loaded on your critical dual-use infrastructure, on your remaining power generation, and on your energy industry. We'd rather not have to do it, but we're ready to go at the command of our president and at the push of a button. This blockade, which the chairman will detail this morning, is the polite way that this can go. Your energy is not moving and will not move, and we can do this all day. But it's not destroyed yet. Your energy industry is not destroyed yet. You like to say publicly, Iran, that you control the Strait of Hormuz, but you don't have a navy or real domain awareness. You can't control anything. To be clear, threatening to shoot missiles and drones at ships, commercial ships that are lawfully transiting international waters, that is not control. That's piracy. That's terrorism. The United States Navy controls the traffic going in and out of the strait because we have real assets and real capabilities. And we're doing this blockade, performing it with less than 10% of America's naval power. The math is clear. We're using 10% of the world's most powerful Navy, and you have 0% of your Navy. That's real control, and we have a long track record of dealing with pirates and terrorists. But there is an alternative. As our negotiators have said, you, Iran, can choose a prosperous future, a golden bridge, and we hope that you do for the people of Iran. In the meantime, and for as long as it takes, we will maintain this blockade, successful blockade. But if Iran chooses poorly, then they will have a blockade and bombs dropping on infrastructure, power, and energy. And at the same time, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and our friends over at Treasury are launching Operation Economic Fury as well, maximizing economic pressure across the entirety of the government. To Iran, choose wisely. The world watched, and so did you, as the U.S. military moved seamlessly from major combat operations to a world-class blockade. We can make that transition again, very quickly, and even more powerfully than ever. At the direction of President Trump, the War Department will ensure that Iran never has a nuclear weapon. Never. We'd prefer to do it the nice way, through a deal led by our great vice president and negotiating team, or we can do it the hard way. We urge this new regime to choose wisely. Speaking of choosing wisely, a note to the press corps, to the American media. As I just can't help but notice the endless stream of garbage, the relentlessly negative coverage, you cannot resist peddling. Despite the historic and important success of this effort and the success of our troops, sometimes it's hard to figure out what side some of you are actually on. It's incredibly unpatriotic. This same press corps, not this exact same press corps, but at least an older press corps, bent over backwards during the Biden administration to explain away, the disastrous and disgraceful Afghanistan withdrawal. You called it the greatest airlift in American history. It's almost like you're cheering only for one side. This past Sunday, I was sitting in church with my family, and our minister preached from the book of Mark, the 3rd chapter. And in the passage, Jesus entered a synagogue and healed a man with a withered hand. The Pharisees came to watch. And as the scripture reads, they came to see whether Jesus, would heal him, or he would heal him on the Sabbath, so that they might accuse him. You see, the Pharisees, the so-called and self-appointed elites of their time, they were there to witness, to write everything down, to report. But their hearts were hardened. Even though they witnessed a literal miracle, it didn't matter. They were only there to explain away the goodness in pursuit of their agenda. As the passage ends, the Pharisees went out and immediately held counsel against him, how to destroy him. I sat there in church and I thought, our press are just like these Pharisees. Not all of you, but the legacy Trump-hating press. Your politically motivated animus for President Trump nearly completely blinds you from the brilliance of our American warriors. The Pharisees scrutinized every good act in order to find a violation, only looking for the negative. The hardened hearts of our press are calibrated only to impugn. I would ask you to open your eyes to the goodness, the historic success of our troops, the courage of this president, and this historic moment for a deal that could end the Iranian nuclear threat, the incredible battlefield victory laid before your eyes, the not one, but two incredible rescue missions, miracles, you might say, or a locked-in blockade. Or how about historic recruiting numbers? Yesterday, we announced that the Air Force and the Space Force met new higher goals in FY26, 5 months in advance of the end of the fiscal year, five months ahead of time. The Marine Corps and the Army will soon do the same. 2-3 years ago, we couldn't meet lower recruiting numbers, not even close. Where are the reports on that? Where's the coverage of the new spirit in the country, the new spirit in the ranks, the surge of Americans wanting to join the greatest military in the world? Nothing from the fake news. We sense a pattern. You see, on the battlefield, these are demonstrations of uniquely American capabilities, strength and resolve. It's all around you each and every day. But in the press, you only seek the negative, earning each and every day the fake news label. But the American people, with goodness in their hearts, see past the Pharisees in our press. They see the goodness. You watching, you see the goodness. They see the success. They see the reality. And they don't demand perfection, and perfection is not possible on any battlefield. But they see the incredible feats that our troops accomplish every single day. So to those troops, stay focused, block out the noise, stay aggressive. You are showing the world what it means to be an American warrior. You are making this building and the American people proud. We pray for you every day, and we have your back in every way. And to Iran, choose wisely. I pray you choose a deal which is within your grasp for the betterment of your people and for the betterment of the world. In the meantime, the War Department is locked and loaded. Mr. Chairman, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
All right,
Good
there
morning.
you go. That is the standard. It looks like it's mostly Tuesdays and Thursdays that these take place. He did pop in on a Wednesday one week, as I recall, to give us a briefing on how the Operation Epic Fury is going. What we're dealing with right now, of course, is just that blockade of the Strait of Hormuz with the Navy ships broadcasting a message to ships in the area saying, look, hey, you can go, you guys don't, don't.
No one's going in and out
Yeah,
of
we'll
Iran.
tell you
Yeah.
when you can leave. We'll tell you who can go in and who can go out. And if you're not serious about it, then guess what? We got a few missiles here that we can teach you a lesson with.
And hopefully Iran will choose wisely instead of digging their heels in, and this is just the way that they've always operated.
Yeah.
And, we're not going to get any further. This is an opportunity for Iran and surrounding countries, and it's also a chance to to finally have peace in the Middle East, and we'll see if that. And I love that Pete Hegseth goes after the media because, again,
Sure.
he was in the media.
Sure.
He was part of the media working over at Fox News. And that was a great analogy with the Pharisees this morning. He was just dead on.
I agree.
He really is.
I agree. I mean, I am sickened by the media. We, of course, you and I look through God knows how many websites every single day. And, you have to read, in this day and age, you have to read 3 or 4 versions of the same story to get at the truth, because everyone has their own agenda. There's right-wing websites out there that are going to try to sell you on the right-wing version of it. There's left-wing websites that are going to try to sell you on the left-wing version of it. And there are some cases where they don't even have the facts right. Yesterday, the press was reporting that the United States was asking Iran to continue the ceasefire, that we were asking for an extension of the ceasefire. And Carolyn Levitt had to say, we have never asked for such a thing. Under no circumstances. Might there be more talks? Yes.
Yes, that may be.
But that's not us going, hey, listen, how about we keep this ceasefire going? It's not the same thing. You guys just made that up out of whole cloth. One guy printed it and everybody else jumped on board. That's the way it's getting nowadays. They're all using each other as sources, and it's a little insane. Anyway, there's your briefing. Glad we could get it taken care of this morning, and love me some Pete Hegseth. Love that.
He's doing a great job.
Anybody who says he's unqualified has not been paying attention. The Alabama Men's Clinic wants to talk to you about your low T. What is going on with your testosterone level? Is it low? Are you having trouble waking up in the morning, dragging yourself through the day? Are you having trouble getting from point A to point B without dozing off? Well, that could be low T, and that means you need a visit to the Alabama Men's Clinic to find out. 598-7000 to make an appointment. Your initial consultation is $99. They'll tell you by the end of that visit where you stand on the testosterone meter. If it's not between 600 and 900, they'll talk to you about the ways that they can get you back up into the zone. And that is exactly what they do. They also work on ED, and they work on hair loss and weight loss. They have peptides. They have GLP-1. Powered by Men's Pro, real urology-backed science. This is an organization that is going to treat you, your whole you, the entire patient, and they treat you as a human being, which I really like. The Alabama Men's Clinic, 598-7000 online, alabamamensclinic.com. Yeah, that's correct. Steve brought his own personal record collection in today. I didn't know that you'd be doing that.
You don't have to take that, Steve.
Oh, no. Here's the thing. Anything that you hear here,
Yeah.
I probably actually have listened to at some point in time in my life. Maybe not currently, but I have.
Yeah. Well, we've all heard this one.
Baby.
Hey, you can sail 7 seas.
I always got a kick out of it in the
Baby.
fact that my dad, who was big
so great to see.
into like Frank Sinatra and, standards like that,
Yeah.
he was selective in some of the newer music as I was growing up. And he, for whatever reason, thought the Village People were great.
Gravitated toward the Village People.
And the Doobie Brothers.
Interesting.
Make that connection if you can.
I can't. No idea.
Fun music.
Locally owned by Cody, DrivewayWashing.com has been in business for 11 years now. And, of course, they wash more than driveways. I mean, I don't know that you could actually just run a business and all you wash is driveways. Maybe you could. But Cody's not even bothered trying now. He's also washing patios and decks and roofs, and he does stain removal, siding, gutter cleaning, rust removal, outdoor window cleaning, and he'll give you a free estimate if you call him up. 915-0646, 915-0646. Of course, you can also just visit him online at DrivewayWashing.com. It's the name of the business, DrivewayWashing.com. He does businesses as well. He's cleaned local schools, the BJCC. He did a protective stadium before the World Games. He's done a bit of work in his time, his 11 years. He can work on your place. You're going to like his prices, and you're going to love the speed and the quality of the work. That's DrivewayWashing.com, 915-0646. Let's do this.
And now, it's Dixon and Vining's top 3 things you need to know.
Lynette Hooker's husband, Brian, left the Bahamas yesterday to tend to his very ill mother, according to his attorney. Boy, when it rains, it pours, huh? First, he loses his wife of 25 years in water, deep water, during a storm. Now his mother is struggling. Brian Hooker's attorney, Terrell Butler, told Fox News her client has left the Bahamas and returned to the United States. She declined to say where. Yeah, he doesn't really want to be bothered. Following his release from custody without charge, Mr. Hooker's now facing another emergency in addition to the trauma of his wife of 25 years being missing. Mr. Hooker has received urgent word of his mother's grave illness. He's traveled to the United States of America to be at her bedside during this critical time. He apparently is planning to return to the Bahamas after he's finished killing his mom. And then...
Richard.
Oh, sorry. Well, it becomes a habit at some point, Valerie. You know, once you get rid of one, then it's just... like potato chips. No one can have just one.
No,
you got to keep moving.
yeah, I
you know,
get that,
the way it
but
is.
let's hope that that's not the case.
No, I don't think so. Anyway, Brian Hooker, people are really questioning this guy. Unfortunately, it's one of those situations where there's just not enough evidence to hold him because there are some other boaters who have testified that, yes, the weather was absolutely insane. They never should have been out in an 8-foot dinghy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I look at that and say, well, that might just have been part of the plan, you know?
Could have been. The other thing is, if she really did drown, wouldn't we find something
You would think.
from her?
Here's the thing.
Something.
He drifted, right? He drifted into that marshy area. Supposedly, he paddled for several hours. It was 7:30 at night when they left.
That's what
and
he says.
4:30 in the morning when
Yeah.
he showed up, and he drifted into the marshy area where he ended up finally hitting shore and getting out of the boat, exhausted, according to the witnesses that saw him there. If that's where the boat drifted to, that's where she would have drifted to. She ain't there.
So where is her body?
That's a good question. I don't have any answers for you. Here's another interesting story. Kay Ivey is set an execution window for death row inmate Jeffrey Lee. The governor says, look, I'm not commuting a sentence. I'm not stopping this right now. I do have the ability to do that right up until the moment of execution. You know, that's why they have the phone there and the guy waiting by the
Right, which is in
governor.
June. It's scheduled
Call
for
from
in
the-
June.
Yeah, it's quite a ways away here. In a letter dated April 15th, 2026, the governor set a 30-hour window for the execution to occur between 12 a.m. on Thursday, June 11th, 2026, and expiring at 6 a.m. on Friday, June 12th of 2026. Lee was convicted in the capital murders of Jimmy Ellis and Elaine Thompson, as well as the attempted murder of Helen King. According to the letter, the Supreme Court's order serves as the official death warrant. There you go. We'll see. I mean, she's commuted a couple of sentences here during her time.
Yeah, I think the latest one was the robbery and the death of the man that this guy didn't actually do the killing, but he was part of the robbery and the plan to, and I think that she felt uncomfortable with putting to death somebody that didn't actually commit the murder, even though he was involved with it and even though he's in prison for the rest of his life. That's one of those you're just like, no, you all planned this. You all were part of it, no matter who pulled the trigger, no matter, who carried out the execution. You were part of that.
That's where you're kind of, hey, be careful who you hang out with.
Ooh.
Yeah, because you may end up in that situation as well. Then there is the pro-life dad whose home was raided by the FBI and just got a $1 million settlement from the Department of Justice. Mark Hook filed a lawsuit against the department in 2023 seeking restitution for what he called a faulty investigation and excessive force after a SWAT team of around 25 people arrested him in front of his children at his home on September 23rd, 2022, allegedly with guns drawn. The shocking details of arrest spurred criticism from conservatives that the Justice Department under then-President Joe Biden was targeting pro-life activists.
Yeah, was this really necessary?
Of course not.
Couldn't they just say, you need to turn yourself in?
Did they need all those
Give him
people to
the
go pick up Roger Stone?
No.
No, of course not. After a 3-year legal battle, 40 days for life, President Sean Carney announced April 9th that Hoke had reached a settlement with the Department of Justice under President Donald Trump, had been awarded more than $1 million. One of Hoke's attorneys at the Thomas More Society said the outcome was long overdue. We're pleased with the Trump administration's efforts to bring forth justice in the case. It really is insane the amount of pressure that the Biden administration was putting on pro-life protesters or pro-life citizens. I mean, it was really crazy. Some of them were engaged in pro-life activity, protesting outside of abortion clinics, things of that nature. But they really went completely overboard on this. Remember, they were like writing down license plate numbers of people in church parking lots and things. Mm-hmm.
Instead of finding real criminals, we're chasing down pro-life dads.
Yeah, this is why they couldn't they couldn't figure out who the pipe bombers were.
They weren't worried about that.
They did not even check.
They didn't even try.
No, they just let that thing lay there. And then they went after the pro-life people and, of course, the white supremacists, because there's so many of those in the United States. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. If you're Joe Biden's Justice Department, anyway. Coming up, the best top 10, really? Best fast food restaurants in America, according to a scientific survey.
A scientific survey of what the best fast food restaurants are?
Very scientific.
Oh, good night.
Super scientific. I mean,
super scientific.
They were wearing lab coats and they had clipboards while they were doing it. That's how scientific it was.
Oh.
I love this tune. I love the video as well. Country music videos really improved a lot from their inception, you know?
Yeah.
They all looked like they were shot by a Super 8 camera early on, and later they actually got some professional glossy video production on them, which is good. You're much more likely now, or were at least in the 90s, to see scantily clad women in country videos because, you know, you have to like see Whitesnake or something other than that.
You brought Whitesnake all the way in and around into country,
Sure.
the country song.
Yeah.
See
Talent.
what you did there. That
Well, I
is
mean,
pretty
yeah,
good.
I mean, Whitesnake would have
Yeah.
your Tawny Katan, you know.
Dancing all over the hoods of Jaguars.
Sure, while being sprayed with the fire hose or whatever. That's great. But, you know, none of the rest of the rock videos would do that. You had to turn to country if you wanted to see scantily clad women.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's because the scantily clad women felt more appreciated by the country artists. That's
Maybe
all I'm
so.
saying.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, they
The
were more
ones with alcohol on their breath.
exactly
Yeah.
more respected.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
That goes a long way.
7:37 with Dixon and Vining.
Hey,
She's given up, hasn't she? Now
yeah, I
she
have
just
kinda
agrees.
given
She's
up,
like, yeah, whatever
whatever.
you say, Richard. Okay.
At this point in time, I can't wait for the next song to play just to see what the comment is.
It'll lead back to butter or something like
Probably.
that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Be Dry, Alabama is the folks, these are the people you want to call when you have some issues in your home, around your home, like cracking in the foundation and water. Hey, it's supposed to rain this weekend, Saturday night into Sunday. It's always that reminder when you have forgotten to call Be Dry and get that free quote and get this fixed. Hey, I need to call them. So just a friendly reminder today before that rain comes, give them a call today. David Fevet and Be Dry. These guys have been in business for over 65 years, and they do a great job. A local company you can trust to encapsulate the crawl space. If there are water issues there, you certainly don't want to breathe that air because it's sitting there. It's probably growing mold and mildew and things like that. Maybe it's seeping into the basement too. And that's why maybe the basement, you've got that dehumidifier that runs and runs and runs. Wouldn't it be nice to not have to worry about that any longer? And cracking in the foundation, real serious, folks. When you see that, stop it right then, because a lot of times this can get worse. Be Dry can tell you more about it. You don't need any of that in your life, but what you do need is Be Dry. Call them today at 205-942-1976. Let them know what's going on. Schedule an appointment for them to come out and give you that free quote and take a look at what's happening, and they'll explain how they're going to fix it. 12 months interest-free, no payments for 12 months. They've got that strongest lifetime warranty in the business. You'll love having that, give you a peace of mind. But reach out to them today. BeDryAlabama.com, 942-1976.
All right, to see how fast food restaurants compare, Stacker rank the top fast food brands based on their 2025 consumer satisfaction score, as calculated by the American Customer Satisfaction Index. Ties were broken by the percentage point change from 24 to 25. Some ties remained. Here we go.
Okay.
Top 10 fast
Fast
food
food
restaurants
restaurants.
according to customers.
Okay.
Number 10, Dunkin'. Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I
Is that
qualify
going
that
to
as a
fast
fast
food?
food restaurant.
I mean, I know it's
but-
fast food, but it's like coffee and donuts.
Mm-hmm.
When I think of fast food, I think of like lunch and dinner.
I mean, I get it. Dunkin' does do like sandwiches and stuff like that, but I've never really considered them a fast food restaurant in the typical way of thinking
they?
about
All
it.
right, let's move on. That's weird. Is Krispy Kreme in there too?
Could be.
I'm not telling.
I'm just saying
No,
that's
they
kind of
really
odd.
they do have, for instance, they do have breakfast sandwiches.
Okay.
At Dunkin', they have now started serving more lunch type sandwiches, along with coffee and donuts, and so I guess that qualifies. But I mean, I wouldn't go there for dinner. Dunkin'?
no,
No.
that doesn't come
We're
to
going
mind.
for dinner. The donut shop. Oh, good plan.
Happy date night.
All right, let's move on.
Number 9, Domino's.
Domino's, number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Customer satisfaction score is 78. Went down 1 point from 2024. Domino's has a reputation for delivering pizzas quickly. They offer a 30-minute of free guarantee. Not anymore. They
Not
don't.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been a while.
The chain offers a wide range of toppings and crust options, allowing customers to customize their pizzas to suit their taste. They also provide a range of side dishes and desserts. Why are you telling us that? We already know that. That's stupid. Okay, number 8, Culver's. Never been there.
Okay.
Customer satisfaction score 78, down 2 points from 24.
That seems low.
But they've got
like
some
Culver's.
truly great burgers, cheese curds. They got those crinkle cut fries.
Those are pretty good.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Number 7 is a Thai Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
This made top 10?
Above Domino's. Okay.
Wow.
Pizza Hut and Papa John's.
Wow.
I would have put Domino's and Papa John's together, not put Pizza Hut at 10.
I would put Domino's. I
heck?
had both of those, but what the hell do I know?
That's unusual.
We were not involved in the
I
survey.
guess not.
obviously. I guess now we're at number 5 because there were 2 7s, right? So there's 6. Okay. Panera Bread.
It's been so long since I've been to a Panera, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, last time I was there, I just had like 3 glasses of this lemonade and got these heart palpitations.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, lawsuit.
No, I didn't. But
You
they
don't
did
wanna-
stop selling that stuff.
There
Good.
was somebody that did.
Yeah,
so.
that woman died from it.
Died. She died. She
Her heart
kicked it.
exploded.
Also at number 5, because it's a tie, Arby's. Arby's is in front of Culver's. What's wrong with this world?
Interesting.
Something doesn't make sense here.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I don't know. Look, it's customer satisfaction, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, how many people went to all of these different restaurants? I'm sure that Arby's fans love Arby's and they ranked it high, and Panera Bread fans love Panera Bread and they ranked it high, and Culver's fans love Culver's and they ranked it high. So, there may not be the same number of people going to Culver's and Arby's and comparing the two. And if they did, they'd probably put Culver's on top. I don't know. But I think the methodology is a little screwy.
Yeah,
is
something
what I'm
In the
saying.
most recent experience with Arby's and Culver's, yes, I would put Culver's on top of Arby's.
Okay. Number 3, Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Really?
We're back to
Let's
coffee.
refer back to the Dunkin' Donuts thing.
I don't, maybe they needed to rename whatever this was instead of the 10 best fast food chains. Fast food to me, McDonald's, Burger King, Subway,
You notice Burger King's not on
Wendy's,
the list yet. Yeah.
Bristol,
Yeah.
White Castle. Do I need to keep going?
No.
Starbucks does not. When you say give me the top 10 fast food chains,
Yeah.
Starbucks is not on my list.
They do have little sandwiches.
Yeah.
Those are the occasional
But I'm not
sandwich,
running to
again,
Starbucks for a sandwich.
No, I'm with you.
If I'm going, I'm
Yeah,
going to
if,
get
if
coffee.
you're going out to eat, how high is Starbucks on your list?
Not.
It's not on the list at all.
No.
Doesn't
And then
make
there's
the cut.
Corey who says this list sucks.
You're right, Corey. It does.
Wait.
We agree.
Number
I
2.
agree.
Number 2,
Oh, what?
Panda Express.
No.
Really?
What? No. For the love. Folks, come on. The number 2 fast food restaurant in the country is Panda Express?
I tell you what's going on here is people are going to Panda Express.
For
They're
what?
loving it. And an hour later, they're hungry and they go to Starbucks. Okay, that's how.
Is that what it
works.
is?
Yes.
One of the worst
That makes
lists
sense.
ever, except for the number 1. They got one right out
Yeah,
of
they
the
got-
10.
they got exactly
I'm
one right.
telling you,
Oh,
one
did they? Okay, which
right
one?
out
What,
of the 10.
what is number 1?
Burger King. No, that's a joke. Stop it. Chick-fil-A, of course.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. What's their
I
score?
mean, Chick-fil-A is like the only thing other than Culver's that really belongs on this list.
Yeah, customer satisfaction score was 83. Yeah.
Even that, though, seems relatively low comparing when you stop and think about what kind of service you actually get
Yeah.
at Chick-fil-A.
Oh, I agree. They should be inching into the 90s for sure. Every once in a while, they're going to make a mistake. They've never, like I said, the only time they've ever made a mistake with me was when I ordered a Chick-fil-A nugget tray and they didn't have it ready. Like somebody lost the message or something, and they said, "Just sit down over there. We'll have it for you in a couple of minutes." And
Yeah.
they did. I
Yeah.
mean, boom, they did it on the spot. I was like, "Damn."
Yeah, I mean, you think about it. They make a mistake of some sort, but they rapid fire go around and figure out a way to fix it.
Yep.
Exactly. How about this from Sam? Sam says Panera Bread is for people who want hospital food but aren't injured.
I like it. Yikes.
Sam, that's brutal. Wow, we didn't say that. He said it.
Kevin says Duncan has awesome sandwiches and a drive-through. Okay.
Okay.
You
But
say
again,
so.
when
Well,
I'm thinking of fast food restaurants, I'm thinking I want some food. I'm going to eat a meal, lunch, maybe dinner. I'm focusing maybe just on lunch,
Yeah,
right?
is Dunkin' top of mind when you're thinking, hey, lunch or
what
dinner?
about Zaxby's?
No.
Where's Zaxby's on the list? Where's
Zaxby's
Wendy's?
Did not make the cut. Sorry about that.
You're not going to
No
Wendy's and
Popeyes.
McDonald's, like
KFC. None of them there.
the Golden Arches. We don't have McDonald's on here.
Can I just
Taco Bell. Taco Bell didn't
no
make
Taco
the list.
Bell. Oh,
What the heck?
Taco Bell would be way
you know
high
what?
on my list.
This is a garbage. This is a garbage poll is what this is.
Let me give you a topic-specific Jeff joke of the day. Are you ready?
Okay.
I took a poll recently, and 100% of the people in the tent were angry.
All right, then.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, that is very funny, Jeff. That's a good joke right there.
It's one of your best ones
That
so
is-
far, dude.
Yeah, you brought
one of your
that-
best ones.
You know what?
Good
You
going.
might deserve a lunch, and maybe when we go out this summer, wherever
Sure.
we decide,
We'll take you to
Jeff,
Dunkin'.
We
you're
still
in-
haven't decided
you're-
where we're going.
We're
You're
taking you to
invited.
Dunkin'. It's going to be great.
There you go.
You'll love it.
You're gonna check out all the Dunkins in the area.
Yeah.
This is one of the worst food polls I've ever seen.
Spencer says
And
the best-
that's saying a lot when you consider the lady that just ripped apart Aldi one side and down the
Oh,
other
man.
on 2 different surveys.
Yeah, she was just mean, wasn't she?
She
This
was.
is mean. And then halfway through, she's like, "Oh, by the way, I'm vegan." Well, shut up then.
What the heck are you
She
doing
should
this
have
for?
never revealed that. It's
Yeah.
like, well, this poll makes all the differences in the world now that we have that information.
Now we
Now
get
you
it.
tell us.
Yeah. I mean,
Now we know you're just mad.
yeah, you're just angry at the world all the time. Let's take your text when we return. Stick around. 7:51, Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Thanks, Eve, for hanging out with us. 13 hours of live and local programming every weekday here. It's us, and then Skippy and Jimbo, and then, of course, Leland Live. Let's not forget about
What's
Leland
that
Live.
guy's name in the afternoon?
That guy in the afternoon.
It's kind
the
of
one.
important.
Leland.
He's kind of a big deal, if you know what I mean.
He is kind of a big deal.
He is.
Mm-hmm. Just ask him. Kidding. I'm kidding. Stop that. He's listening right now on the
Good morning,
treadmill and going
Leland.
like, geez,
those
Dixon.
jerks in the morning.
Come on. What did
What
I
are
ever
they
do to
doing?
you, man? Help you
Cut
spread
me
your
a
gravel
break.
on the driveway, you jerk.
I love this one. Brandy sends this in. That was the top 10 fast food restaurants if you hate cheeseburgers.
That's about right. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because the only one
Culver's
really there was
it.
Culver's.
Culver's was it. You're right, Brandy.
Hey, got a live auction today. Today's the day. 1 o'clock. The Hitchin Post 56. It's in Kimberly. You can find out more by going to gtauctions.com. gtauctions.com. 56 or so acres with a luxury home and stables. 3 separate pieces. 3 separate plats, shall we say. Really beautiful. You could buy 1 parcel. You could buy 2 parcels. You could buy all 3 parcels. Parcel 1 is 21 acres, and it's got a nice area that you can divide up into maybe some, separate plots of land to sell some houses on. And then parcel 2 has got that fantastic house on it. Oh, it's a 5-bedroom, 3.5-bath home. Was built in 2023, 20 or so acres. Got a boat barn. I mean, it is nice. And then you get parcel 3, which has got the 12-stall stable, 12,000 square feet, office, showroom areas, tack, lockers, pavilion, a pond. That's on 15 acres. Zoned agriculture in Kimberly, Alabama, close enough to Birmingham that you could commute if you still want to keep your day job. Just get in touch with Jack Granger. Visit Granger Thagard Auction Marketing to find out more about it. All the details are right there. And then we got another one coming up right on its heels. But today's the day. Today's the day. You got to go check that out and find out all about it. Let's see. Noel drops us this line. Did you see the Burger King commercial where the CEO reads mean tweets and promises to do better? Wow,
Actually,
that took
yeah.
guts.
Yeah, that does take guts. But and here's the part of the problem with Burger King is I know that the CEO is saying that Burger King is going to do better, but some of the franchises are owned kind of independently. It's like you've got to go into those communities.
Oh, yeah.
Homewood, and fix the Burger Kings and what's going on at those Burger Kings to get your customers to come back.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be, this is almost like getting peace in the Middle East. Can you imagine us going back to Burger King and things be like they were in the 1980s,
It would
1990s?
be magical.
It would be just a dream come true.
Yeah.
A Whopper made the way a Whopper is supposed to be made, and it's hot, it gets to you on time.
I really
they're
do
quick.
believe it is the franchisees in this area that are just not holding their staff to a level that they need to be held to.
Yeah.
Again, the other day I was driving by. I can't help it. I always have to do this because the Jacks and the Burger King are right next to each other. There's a bit of a parking lot between them. I'm not going to pretend that they're like next door neighbors or anything.
yeah.
But it was 12:15. It was basically lunch hour. Again, the Jack's line for the drive-through around the block, parking lot slap full.
Right.
Burger King, 2 cars.
2 cars.
And I'm like, okay, these people's reputation precedes them in this area. Everybody knows, don't go there.
Yeah.
They're going to get it wrong. It's going to be cold. You're going to, pay for food you don't really want. It's like, let's not go.
Yeah, and I think that's it. That if the CEO could hear what we're saying,
Yeah.
I understand your product isn't.
Yeah.
It's not as good as it used to be. It's more of the service and what goes on in these local Burger Kings. And if he could somehow fix that, you might have a chance.
I would eat one of these black pepper Whoppers in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, I would try it.
If I believed that it was going to get to me hot, delicious, and looking like it does in the commercial.
Right, yeah, done.
Yeah.
Wilson says this: the most unhappy people are vegan joggers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got a point.
Yeah.
You're right, Wilson.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly. Yeah, boy. Let's see. In Decatur, and just past a Starbucks next to a Culver's. Oh, well, there you go. Nice to see that.
So you have
Arby's.
your choice.
Tom says Arby's is the most underrated fast food around. Who else can get you hot mozzarella sticks and a serviceable Greek hero from drive-thru? Nobody, really.
That's pretty good.
If you really like
Interesting.
those mozzarella sticks, all right.
So Arby's is the most underrated, but yet you call that serviceable.
Okay.
I'm not sure that's a big compliment, but all right.
Hey, What can I say? Let's see. Yeah, they're putting a Dollywood dining pirate show along with Margaritaville in Orange Beach. I saw that.
It'll probably do very well down there, I would think.
Let's see. I, too, am and was a Domino's disciple, and I know this is true about most modern fast food, but Domino's has failed every test and scrutinization of their ingredients, and they in no way resemble the real item they're supposed to represent. Definitely not organic. I won't eat it again, unfortunately.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
Sean?
Sean's not happy with Domino's.
I literally don't remember the last time I ordered a pizza from Domino's. It has been a long, long time.
I go Papa John's. I like Domino's, okay?
Uh,
But Papa John's is probably number one on my list.
Jamie says, I don't think these scientists understood the assignment.
Okay.
Spencer says, the best fast food, hands down, is someone throwing free food at you.
Oh,
Possibly. No?
has that ever
Literally
happened?
throwing?
Literally throwing it at you, yes. Interesting. This is from BA now. I don't know where it was. Somebody sent in a text about the blocking the straits, right? And he says, it reminds me of that great scene from, what was it? It's a Bronx Tale, I believe. He says, Chaz Palminteri runs a bar, right? He's a mobster, essentially. Kind of a low-level mobster, but, he kind of controls the neighborhood. And he runs with all the other mobsters. A bunch of bikers come in. One of my favorite scenes in any movie anywhere. And somebody says, hey, you can't drink here. You dress like that, whatever. One of the bikers complains to Chaz Palminteri, says, hey, we're acting like our money's no good here. We just want to have a beer. You just one beer? Okay, give them their beer. And so the guys all get beer, and then they shake them up, and they, spray the bartender with them. And Chaz Palminteri says, all right, you's got to go. Out you go. And they're like, we'll leave when we're good and ready. And then he walks over and locks the door with a key and says, you didn't want to leave? Now you can't leave. And opens up the office door, and all these mobsters come piling out with bats and chairs, and they just beat the ever-loving snot out of these bikers. Interesting thing, it was actually a biker gang that played that biker gang. They went out and hired a group and said, come in and do this for us. And by the way, you're going to be the losers of this battle. And they chase them out the door and throw them out the door, and they beat the hell out of their bikes. And then the neighborhood comes together and piles on top of them. And it's like, yeah, that's pretty kind of like what's going on in Iran right now, if you think about it. Mm-hmm. Because all of their neighbors are like, we could have been on your side, but you threw bombs at us.
Yeah, so it's over with.
Yeah. Now, at the very best, we're going to stay out of it. But at the worst, we're going to join the United States and throw some stuff at you. How about that, Just idiots. I don't know what they're doing over there. I don't know why
that seemed like desperation. Only somebody didn't think that through, because that's exactly right. You've just the hornet's nest just got messed up there, and you put yourself in it. So Iran, any neighboring country that you thought everything was somewhat peaceful with them, now they're ticked off.
Right.
You've got everybody angry
well
at you.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rodney says that was from a Bronx Tale. That's right. It was a Bronx Tale. Really great movie, if you get the chance. It was based upon a one-man show that Chaz Palminteri used to do about his childhood growing up. He was the kid, and he knew a mobster. And then later when he made the movie, he was the mobster, and they hired a kid to play him. It was weird. Anyway, 8 o'clock, Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, Talk 99.5.com. Oh, my goodness. Okay. We may have to talk about this guy, this cat, this YouTube streamer who said that the United States deserved a 9/11.
Yeah, Yale student.
Well, they're welcoming him. He's
him.
not a Yale student now, but he's a real piece of work. He's Sync